Welcome back. If you have seen anything from my channel recently, you'll see that I was just on vacation in Las Vegas. I went for When We Were Young music festival. 12 out of 10, most amazing weekend and experience of my little life. 13-year-old me absolutely died and went to heaven. So amazing. Saw Paramore, My Chem, Mayday, like so many bands all day. And then the next day we went to just do stereotypical Vegas things, walked the strip, went to Fremont, things like that. And it was just such a good weekend. So now that I'm back home, the last thing I want to do is diet or exercise. So that's what we're gonna do, is diet and exercise, because frankly, this is a make it or break it moment for me. Usually when I get off of my good habits, I stay off of them. Like those old bad habits are so much more ingrained in me than like some of these newer, healthier habits. So when I do take breaks from them, which like I think is a part of like a healthy, balanced lifestyle overall, to have breaks where you loosen a little bit and like go drink in Vegas with your buds and stuff. But now it's like super duper important that I just get back on track, because yeah, I just, like I said, I can't stay off track. I gotta get back on. There has to be that balance. It's very, very hard. I am incredibly tired. I've been eating a lot, so I'm like hungry as could be. You know, that's one thing that like kind of confuses me, is why on earth am I like more hungry the more that I eat? What? Like, what's happening? I don't understand that. But the more that I eat, like if I've been eating a lot for the last several days, I'm gonna wake up immediately hungry and be so hungry. But when I've been like eating less and less and less, and like even fasting and stuff, I get less hungry. Like not completely not hungry, but way less hungry, less frequently. I don't understand the science there, but that's what's going on with me. So I'm like pretty hungry because I've been eating like really a lot and drinking and eating like really, delicious, like indulgence kind of food. We're going to diet and exercise really well. So today we are going to start off with some exercises. I like Grow with Joe. She is a YouTuber here on the tube that does at-home workouts that I like to follow quite a lot. So here you can see some wonderful clips of me doing that in the silliest shirt I possibly could have filmed myself in, but I couldn't be bothered to change, so enjoy. I went to join a gym. I was kind of looking into it, and I went down to sign up, and actually the guy put me on. He told me that next week they're gonna start a new promotion that is gonna be way cheaper for me to sign up. So I'm gonna wait a couple of days to do that, and in the meantime just be doing at-home workouts. And then later this week we are gonna sign up for a gym membership, and I'm frankly a little bit nervous about it. I've never been to a gym to work out. I'm a little like gym intimidated or whatever, but I think it's gonna be fine. We're gonna do it. We're just gonna pick like a cheap, easy gym and go get some more workout in, because frankly it is getting much colder where I'm at, and although I love that, it makes it a little less motivating to work out, especially like outside. We've been going for hikes and going to the beach and stuff, and we're not going to do that as much throughout the winter, and I still want to stay moving and stay just as active. In fact, I want to be more active even than I am now, and the gym is going to help with that. The reason that I want to be even more active than I am now is because I still want to stay in a calorie deficit, but I definitely need to be able to eat more and more often. I think the idea of fasting and intermittent fasting is really great, but I just have a tendency to overdo things. I was like fasting really, really frequently, and then breaking from that and binging, and then trying to go back to fasting, and that's not great. And we're all about self-improvement over here on this channel. So we're gonna try to just find a little bit more balance, bring a little bit more balance to my life. And by doing that, I'm going to just like eat a little bit more frequently, meaning that I'm mostly going to move away from OMAD towards 16-8, because I do still want to be fasting for the ketosis and autophagy and all the benefits of those. So I want to have some intermittent fasting, 16-8, 8-hour eating window during the afternoon, and then 16 hours fasted pretty much every single day. And I'm also going to do an occasional, like maybe 48-hour or possibly 72-hour fast I really like the way fasting makes me feel, as long as I just don't do it like back to back to back. And then during that eating window, I'm just trying to get myself more and more used to eating smaller portions. And frankly, that's a little bit difficult for me. I have been eating really large portions for a long time, for coming from overeating for a really long time. And then when the last couple of years when I've been doing like different things and diets and different ways of eating, doing OMAD a lot, or fasting and then eating a lot, like it's still large meals, and I need to get myself away from these large meals. So I am eating small meals, and I'm very hungry after I first eat in the morning. It's like I feel like I need to eat all the food for the day. Like that's just what I'm used to. It's just breaking a habit. Habits are just hard to break, but given some time, I think that I'll just get used to definitely eating this new way, and I think it'll be just fine. So I think patience is all it takes here. It's not like too big of a thing. I'm not like dying, starving all day. And that's what I like, is when I'm doing this consistently, I'm not like dying, starving all the time. When I'm like trying to fast and like lose as much weight as possible, as fast as possible, and like stay as low calorie deficit as possible, it's just like, it becomes too much and I can't. So we're just starting off here with my beginning weight for the week. And then anytime I eat a lot, I like to just do things that help promote digestion. So you can see I'm drinking some ginger and probiotics, and the warm tea helps, and then also taking vitamins. So for the first meal on day one, I had these Cheez-It style crackers with some lentil soup. And I also tried these Morningstar Farm pancake on a stick. They were all right, way too sweet in my opinion. If they have like a spicy or a savory version, I might give that a try. But those were quite good. And then later on in the day, I also had a couple of Impossible patties, and I believe this is the Follow Your Heart Gouda cheese on top with some steak sauce, and a side of some mushrooms and asparagus that I roasted. And I also had a snack just about the same time as that meal of some chips and some of these salt and pepper flavored pistachios. 10 out of 10, so good. I love to snack on those. The next day, I had another one of those little pancakes on a stick and some hash browns, as well as more of those chips and nuts, and a cup of tea. And then later in the evening, we went out to dinner to a place called Vegan Corner. If you're in the San Bernardino area, check it out. So good. I really haven't tried actually most of the food from there, but this particular item is so good. I always get the fettuccine alfredo. I'm showing you a picture of someone else's food because I didn't even get a shot of mine. I just ate it so fast. Didn't even think about getting the shot. But mine is very similar to this. I ate the whole plate of pasta that they give you, only I get mine with chicken and broccoli. So good. And because I carb loaded the night before, I always wake up craving more sugar after I eat a ton of carbs or sugar. So I started with a couple of cookies, but I actually had to cut the tops off because I burnt them trying to warm them up. And then I had a cup of tea. If I'm not drinking water throughout the day, I'm drinking this iced tea that's basically black tea mixed with peach tea, all unsweetened. And then I'm having that with a couple more of those Impossible patties with the Gouda cheese. And this time I topped it with some hummus just because I was trying to get rid of that hummus. Didn't really like that. Definitely would go with steak sauce. And a little bit more of that lentil soup. The next day, I am having Impossible chicken nuggets with some rice. You can tell I am a huge fan of Impossible. I also ate one bag of these chicken and cheese taquito bites. These are pretty good. I wish they got crispier than they do, though. They'd be a little bit better if they did. I've also just been making sure to get plenty of exercise throughout the week. Every single day I'm doing something. So you can see I did at-home workouts before, and now I'm going to roller skate. I mostly roller skate for fun, but it does happen to be good calorie burning as well. So you can see on this day I was working on manuals. The next day was a little bit sparse for food. I needed to go grocery shopping, but was just going to eat what was in the house. So I tried making crispy chickpeas, and they're okay. Actually, I like them as a salad topper, but not just to eat on their own. I made a chicken parmesan kind of sandwich on sourdough with some of the daring chicken. I really like that daring chicken, and I've heard really rave reviews. It's still not my favorite. I'll still go with Impossible, but it's quite good if you need it for something that's not a breaded item. But I just like chicken nuggets, so I'm good with that. And then a side of some soybeans as well. And then I had a couple more of the same cookies that you saw from before. more of those soybeans and a side of rice. Later, I snacked on even more of those soybeans because I just needed something that wasn't a carb, and this was the only thing left in the house. And then I also ate a couple hash browns with some cheese and spices and some hummus dip. And I was very surprised that this tasted exactly like the Taco Bell soft, like the spicy soft potato taco. I did not expect that. It blew my mind, and I've actually been eating this ever since. I'm obsessed with this little combo. It was like paprika and garlic and stuff on top of the Gouda cheese and hash browns and a spicy red pepper hummus. Blew my mind. So surprisingly good. And then I had a couple more of those cookies, and gosh darn it if I just can't help but burn them every single time. And another cup of tea. I love the cinnamon tea. It tastes like cinnamon. It's a ginger probiotic tea. Then on this day, I was actually filming some food for a video that's already on the channel. You can check it out. I will link it below if you're interested in Thanksgiving recipe ideas. All of these are vegan, so I started the day by cooking all of the food for that, and I just ended up eating that for this day. So I started by snacking on, I ate about half of this little snack plate with some hummus, and then I had standard Thanksgiving dinners. We've got turkey and stuffing and gravy, potatoes, corn, green bean casserole, and some roasted veg. Also a little bit of cranberries on the side just to break it up. And oh my goodness, 10 out of 10. Everything turned out so amazing. And here you can see more roller skating. That's why I was talking about joining a gym, because I really was realizing that these at-home workouts were not really working as good as I was thinking some other things would. So I was looking for things that were going to burn more calories, and roller skating definitely does that, especially when I'm skating in the cold and wind and trying to keep myself warm. So here you can just see me practicing some footwork that I was remixing from Instagram. Check me out on Instagram, linked below if you're not already over there. You guys, my new obsession, orange chicken that I make at home. I use the Impossible chicken nuggets, and I found an orange chicken Panda Express sauce, but they bottle it and it's at Walmart. And I just coat those chicken nuggets in this after I bake them, and I eat it with some rice, and whew, oh my god, it's good. And so here you can see I'm eating it with some rice and some noodle and some more tea. And then I had some more leftovers from the day before, so I'm eating more of that turkey and stuffing and mashed potatoes and more of the green bean casserole. And honestly, I'm gonna make even more of that green bean casserole because it is super good. I'm also having a little bit of pumpkin flavored apple cider. This stuff is so good, especially I like it even better when I warm it up. Super good. I also ended up eating a third meal this day because I went to the gym this day and was just much more hungry than usual because I had just expended more than usual. So I made myself a grilled cheese with more of that Gouda. I'm obsessed with that stuff. I also love the pepper jack by Follow Your Heart. And I top that with some mustard and have it with a side of that same lentil soup that you've been seeing throughout. It's just a pre-made store-bought thing that I get again at Walmart. I think it's called Market Side brand, if I'm not mistaken. The lentil soup, super good. Here you're seeing more of that Impossible chicken coated in the orange chicken sauce, some rice, and a little slice of meatless meat lovers pizza. I ate a little bit of chocolate. You can see I just have this left over from whatever, and so I just have been snacking on it, and I ate this little section right here. And then I ate about half of this meal. I shared it with my partner, so I ate about half of this remaining pizza and also half of this giant delicious salad. It had all the fixing and toppings and veggies and mixed greens underneath there. Super duper good. Also some hemp seeds and whatnot in there. 10 out of 10 meal. And then I finally got to that gym I've been talking about. And actually what you see me doing here is some of the exercises that the personal trainer I worked with showed me. I'm not going to be getting a personal trainer, but when I signed up for the gym, they gave me the first couple of free visits. It's like to entice you to sign up. I'm not going to go that route. I don't think that's necessary for me, but I am doing some of the exercises that she showed me because they get me sweating fast. And then after all of that, let's get the ending weight. I was actually really proud of myself this week. Okay, we have made it all the way around the week, and honestly, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. It was a little bit difficult to get myself up and started in the beginning, but really not giving myself that excuses of like why I don't need to start right away made all the difference, as I knew it would. Once I just made myself get up and start doing it, it became easier and easier throughout the week, and now I'm just like back to that place where I wake up like I'm excited to go be active, and like I'm really like feeling motivated about it just without having to try. And that's the place that I find myself in once I like force myself to start, you know? So, like I said yesterday, I joined the gym and I've gone to a couple of Zumba classes now, and 10 out of 10. I love the gym so much, actually. I didn't realize how much of a difference like the being at a gym versus being like doing at-home workouts would be. I've talked in previous videos about how I like to do dance workouts, and I like to do the ones that have like multiple people on the screen and that are like a little bit more fun in the way of like that parasocial relationship where they're laughing and we're joking and we're like kind of like, you know, doing like a group activity, if you will. In the gym, it's not like that parasocial. It's literally a group activity. You're literally doing it with other people. It's nice to be surrounded by like-minded people that have like similar goals. It's nice to just be, especially in the Zumba classes, it's like a little bit more motivating, because if I'm at home and I'm getting tired of the move, I'll go ahead and stop. But if I'm in the Zumba class and I'm getting a little bit tired of the move, I'll go ahead and push through those last few reps just so that I'm not the only one in the class who like doesn't keep going, you know? And that's not to say like if I really, really need to stop, I'll stop. But it's just like it pushes me just that few more reps, that, you know, just that little bit more that I just don't find myself giving when I'm at home alone. There's also the aspect of like I have to, you know, prepare the dogs, get my shoes, get dressed, drive over, stop and get gas, get all the way over to the gym. After I've done all of that, put all that effort in, it's even more motivating to like work extra hard at the gym, or stay an extra 30 minutes and work out, or what, you know, just do like a few more reps at least, because I've come all the way over here. Like I've already put so much effort into it. When I'm at home in my pajamas and I'm like looking at the dogs laying in their bed and I want to go cuddle them, like it's just the atmosphere is making a really big difference. And then also it's just the fact that like I pay for a gym, so now if I don't want to go, it's like, well, what did you pay for then, you know? So it's that's just yet another motivating factor of like, I don't really feel like it today, but like you already signed up, you're already in it. So that's some of the things that I'm really liking about the gym so far. It is, like I said, just a little intimidating. It depends too. I'm trying to go like during the less busy hours for right now. But I do, like I said, really love the classes. That my gym offers all kinds of classes for the plan that I got. I can do kickboxing and yoga and HIIT. So far I've done a couple of Zumba classes. I always knew I'd love Zumba. I always knew I'd love those like structured fitness classes. And then just overall, I'm feeling so much more positive and encouraged about the fact that I'm going to be able to maintain and like actually lose weight. In the past, I've been like kind of trying to talk positively about it and just like not acknowledge all of the like doubt and negativity that is still there, just because like, I don't know, positivity please. Like, I don't know, just like trying to be positive about it and move forward and like get my mindset right. And I feel like I've made a bit of progress in that area to where my mindset is a lot more conducive to my goals. Also, going to the gym and like burning more calories than I do at home is definitely working for me, because that means I can eat more and still be in a calorie deficit. I've been struggling with how little I've been allowing myself to eat, because like I said, I was trying to stay in that calorie deficit with like a 30-minute at-home workout, you know, burning like maybe 200 to 500 calories. It's not the same as like going to the gym for an hour doing a Zumba class that burns almost 900 calories. So this is definitely, I'm feeling much more positive about it. Like, this is something I can sustain with this amount of food that you've seen throughout this video. Like, that's fine. I'm happy with that. I'm not like starving all the time. I have some hunger moments, which are definitely necessary. But I'm not like just starving all the time like I was before, and I'm not just like feeling sad about the fact that I can't eat, you know? So I think this is just gonna work out a lot better for me. I love exercising and I love eating, and now I can do more of both and still be working towards my goals, still be in that calorie deficit every day.